In 1972, the Oakland A's won the first of 3 consecutive world titles. The team that formerly won them for Connie Mack in Philadelphia now belonged to eccentric owner Charlie Finley. Manager Dick Williams and players like Bert Campaneris, Joe Rudy, ace Catfish Hunter, reliever Raleigh Fingers, Ken Holtzman, and Vita Blue combined to form one of baseball's finest but least harmonious teams. They became renowned for their turmoil off the field and their brilliant play on it. Of the A's is that they were masters of team baseball, winning the close games by making the big plays under pressure. If Charlie Finley had one real superstar, it was Reggie Jackson. Jackson could really crush it when it counted. In 1972, the A's toppled Cincinnati in 7 games, the Mets fell in 7 in 73, and in 1974, the Dodgers lasted only 5. Not since the awesome Yankees of the early 50s had baseball been so completely dominated by one team. But almost unbelievably, the players who made this team would soon be leaving for other ball clubs as Charlie Finley watched his dynasty crumble. 1974 was also a year of individual accomplishments. But when the name of Henry Aaron is mentioned, one achievement stands out. April 8, 1974, opening day at Atlanta Stadium. Home run number 715, breaking Babe Ruth's career record. Henry Aaron went on to play his last 2 seasons for the Milwaukee Brewers in the city where it all began, bringing his final home run total to 755. The base stealing of Lou Brock was showing no signs of slowing down in 74. If anything, the Cardinal great was speeding up. In Brock's rookie year, the Dodgers' Maury Wills broke Ty Cobb's single-season record of 96 stolen bases, a figure long regarded as untouchable. But Wills' new record of 104 had no such regard, at least by Lou Brock, who at 35 stole his 105th base and went on to finish the season with an imposing 118. Three years later, another record, stolen base number 893, placing Lou Brock ahead of Ty Cobb on the all-time list, proving once again that baseball's untouchable records are like all the others, there to be broken. The Cincinnati Reds were finally coming together. Every summer for 5 years, the Reds fans were convinced that their Big Red Machine was on its way to a World Series title. But as good as the Reds were, Johnny Bench and his teammates had come up empty in their October opportunities. Sparky Anderson knew that the team weakness was pitching, and in 1975, the Cincinnati manager juggled his staff brilliantly. The Reds won 108 games with a lineup that included 5 All-Stars. Pete Rose at third base, the 4th regular position of his big league career. Joe Morgan, recognized by many in the mid-70s as the game's best all-around player. Shortstop Dave Concepcion, Johnny Bench, a certain Hall of Famer, and RBI man Tony Perez. The awesome Reds were en route to a big date in October. Waiting for Cincinnati, the Boston Red Sox, a powerful combination of veterans and youth led by pitcher Louis Tiant, the ageless man of a million motions. Left fielder Carl Yastrzemski, superbly steady at 36. And the first man ever to be Rookie of the Year and MVP the same season, 23-year-old center fielder Fred Lynn. The Reds led 3-2, and with the full moon brightening the prospects for Game 6, the stage was set for one of the most exciting baseball games ever played. An early Boston lead slowly disappeared. Then George Foster put the Reds ahead. A smash not even Fred Lynn could catch. Bottom of the 8th, the Reds lead 6-3. Pinch hitter Bernie Carbo faces Raleigh Eastwick with 2 on and 2 out. The Reds' ace reliever gets 2 strikes on Carbo, who 6 years earlier began his career with Cincinnati. But Carbo has 1 strike remaining. A game-time 3-run homer by a part-time player named Bernie Carbo. The Red Sox are alive, and joy reigns in Fenway. It's a brand new ball game, and Cincinnati's spirits are dampened. Now it's the 11th inning with a man on and 1 out, Joe Morgan at bat. Right fielder Dwight Evans takes away a 2-run homer and turns it into a double play. Bottom of the 12th, and the score is still tied. This is the latest hour that any World Series game has ever been played, but no one has gone home. Leading off for the Red Sox, catcher Carlton Fisk. A fair ball and a home run. The fabulous 6th game of the 1975 World Series is history. And yet, for all of this, the Red Sox did not win the World Series. In the 7th game, all eyes were on Joe Morgan, who drove in the winning run with a 9th inning Dying Quail single. The Reds had won their first World Series in 35 years. And Pete Rose was named the series MVP.